Two things you need to avoid if you want to become a successful dividend investors. So sa video nito, pag-uusapan natin yung tinatawag na enemies in investing. So yeah, let's go. Now, before we begin, quick shoutout sa ating new channel member na si Juan Carlo. So, grabe. So, you join as an S-Class, a Lodi S-Class member. So, thank you so much for your support. If you're watching this video, make sure to add me in social media, in Facebook, so we can connect. So, that is one of your benefit as an S-Class Lodi member. And at the same time, again, ifa-flash ko lang dito sa screen yung mga nag-rejoin, yung mga existing members natin. Again, thank you so much guys for your support. So if you want to also support this channel so we can create more videos like this one, you can just click somewhere in this video, you can join and be a member sa channel na ito. Now, balik tayo sa topic of this video. So pag-uusapan natin yung two enemies, two things you need to avoid if you want to become a successful dividend investor. So yeah, let's get started. So ano ba tong dalawang enemies, okay, that you need to avoid in dividend investing or as an investor in general? Actually, etong dalawang to, very difficult siya to avoid kasi they are human nature siya. And itong human nature na to is tinatawag natin na emotions natin. So itong dalawang enemies na to, it's the emotion of fear tsaka greed. Fear tsaka greed. Kaya sa video na ito, pag-usapan natin how can we actually minimize or kung pwede talaga ma-avoid itong emotions of fear and greed sa ating investment journey. So first, pag-usapan muna natin yung emotion of greed. So greed, ito yung feeling na you want more, okay? Ito yung feeling na gusto mo na mas malaki pa yung kikitain mo, yung kinita mo sana. So dito yung papasok na hindi ka nagiging happy sa result ng investments mo. So very funny because like I've seen this post a lot of times. So napopost ko sa social media and yun nga, like I read some mga posts na minsan makikita mo talaga yung emotion of greed doon. So ito example, like there's this investor na nag-invest siya probably last year, okay? And then, yun nga, like, based on his strategy, ganito yung investments na strategy niya. So, like, he invested in certain stocks, and after a few months, okay, so nag-gain yung investments niya. So, I believe yung gain niya nasa 12 to 20% siguro in terms of capital appreciation. At the same time, meron din mga additional dividends. So, syempre, they claim na dividend investor, so kumita din ng dividends. So, overall, ayun nga, probably nasa 20 to 25% yung gain. Now, if you ask me, that's pretty good returns already sa investments mo. Tama ba? Pero, dito pumasok yung greed. Okay? Yung greed na emotion. Kung saan, sabi niya doon na kumita siya ng ganitong percentage, pero he wasn't happy. Okay? He wasn't happy. Kasi, based dun sa initial strategy niya, meron siya dun na konting fear, and that's the reason why konti lang yung ininvest niya. Alright? So, konti lang yung ininvest. So, kinontrolled niya yung investments niya. So, probably because of the strategy, yun nga like, he has a strategy, and then he invested this much, pero nung may results na, okay? Nung may results na, at the back of his head, he said, sana I invested more. Okay? Sana I invested more. So, probably, number one, yun nga, parang connected kasi si fear and greed but probably, like, months ago, nandun si fear, kaya invested ganito lang, but after nung results, okay, pumasok si greed, sabi niya, sana I invested more. Kaya hindi siya naging happy. And yun nga, that is the one, that's the emotion that really, yan yung sumisira sa mga dividend investor kasi hindi tayo nagiging satisfied dun sa strategy natin. Kasi what if baliktarin natin yung situation? So, based on your initial strategy, based on your initial research, eto lang yung i-invest mo. And then, all of a sudden, totoo nga, nag-down yung market. Okay? Wouldn't you be happy? Okay? Wouldn't you be happy on the future na tama pala talaga yung decision ko na I did this one. Okay? So basically, yun nga, the fear and greed, it's emotional So, and this is something that really brings investors down. So another example would be may stocks na nag-increase yung price. Okay? Nag-increase yung price. Nag-shoot up yung price. And syempre, mafu-FOMO ka na. Like, people are making money, posting, nagsi-screenshot, kumita ng 30%, 50%, okay, sa portfolio nila. So, syempre, ikaw na-FOMO ka. So, nag-invest ka rin dun. Ako din, kikita din ako 50%. Okay? So, nag-invest ka because of greed, fear of missing out. Okay? So, yun nga, fear of missing out, pero greed. Okay? So, parang basically connected talaga si fear and greed, no? But basically, you invested dun, and then, all of a sudden, next month, nag-down yung market. Okay? Boom! So, you just lost money. And it's all because of greed. Now, the second emotion naman is yung tinatawag na fear. So, ito very common to nowadays kasi right now, down yung market because of news na may gera. Okay? And, honestly, ako personally, ayun nga, I'm also feeling itong feeling of fear. Nafe-feel ko rin ito. Kasi again, very uncertain, di ba? Hindi natin alam anong mangyayari. However, ganito yung nangyari. Like, stocks right now are down. Pero when you look at kasi yung fundamentals nila, okay, good pa din naman eh. Like, these stocks are actually still making money. They're still profitable. Pero, sentiments lang ng market right now. Kasi again, everybody's so uncertain. Binibenta nila lahat ng probably, binibenta nila yung stocks nila. And, makikita mo to, marami talaga nagpo-post like, pula yung portfolio ko, okay? And then, ano ba yung gagawin ko? Should I sell my stocks? So, if yung strategy mo is you're a trader and you wanna preserve your capital, so syempre, that would make sense na magka-cut loss ka. Okay? And then another thing, what if yung age mo naman is nasa near retirement ka na? So, syempre, you also wanna protect your capital. So, pwede din. But then again, if you're a dividend investor, okay, etong mga down ng market is actually an opportunity for us to really add more. And yun nga, like, minsan hindi talaga natin yan maiiwasan na we feel these feelings of fear and greed. Kaya, I'm gonna share with you some strategies on how we can hopefully minimize and kung pwede nga, avoid talaga itong emotions of fear and greed so that we can become successful dividend investors. So, ang strategy na to is actually by systematizing yung investment strategy mo. So again, systematize, meaning step by step na ifa-follow mo. Yung goal nito is that hindi mo na kailangang iisipin pa and yung goal mo lang is just to really execute. So ito, let me share with you a very simple, beginner-friendly na system investment strategy. So, ganito. By the time you receive, okay, your income, you get a percentage, okay? A percentage. So, depends on you. So, pwede you can start with 5%, 10%, 20%, again, depending on you. So, you create a system that works for you. So, I'm not saying kasi, a lot of people would say na 10% ganito, 20% ganito. Pero again, iba-iba kasi yung financial situation natin. So, that's why you wanna customize yung system mo. Ilang percentage ba na comfortable sa iyo? Okay? So, again, 5%, 10%, it's on you. So, by the time you receive income, a percentage of that pupunta sa investment account mo. So, probably pupunta sa broker account mo, sa Call Financial, sa Dragonfly account mo, whatever you're gonna, kahit saan ka nag-i-invest, okay? So, after that one, once nandun na siya, okay, so you create another system again to buy. So, kailan ka ba bibili? So, a lot of people, they do like buy below price. Okay? Ako personally, I check on fundamentals, like nasa support line ba siya? Doon ako nag-enter. And then, if you want beginner-friendly strategy, okay, you can do peso cost averaging. So, regardless of market price, mag-a-add ka. So, yung goal is yung less ka na mag-iisip kasi system na siya eh. Less na emotion involved, okay? Kasi regardless of price, regardless of what's happening, you're doing it. Nag-e-execute ka. Alright? So, yun. Very simple lang. By the time may income ka, set a percentage, punta sa investment account mo, and then enter. So, you can do peso cost averaging. And then lastly, you do this consistently. Okay? In fact, kung pwede nga natin ma-automate yung investments natin so that, ayun nga, wala na talagang emotions involved. In fact, eto din, this is something na I've known this, pero hindi ko siya nagagamit. Okay? I haven't really tried it. But very powerful na, meron palang tinatawag na i-automate mo yung investments mo. In fact, that's available in Call Financial. But I haven't really tried it. So, probably, gawa tayo ng video niyan. How you can automate yung investments natin. Tapos, side by side natin with manual investing, no? So, I think magandang video yan. But, yeah, na-segue na tayo. But, stay subscribed. If hindi ka pa subscriber dito, make sure to hit the subscribe button para updated ka once ma-release natin yung video na yun. So, that's a good experiment idea. But, basically, pwede mo siyang ma-automate. So, on a monthly basis, it's gonna buy a certain stock at this amount, and then, pwede mo rin kasi ma-automate yung bank mo na magta-transfer dun sa broker account mo on a regular basis. So, meaning, once na-automate na, hindi mo nakikita yung investments mo, pero tuloy-tuloy yung investing strategy. So, sobrang ganda nan. If we could just automate our investment, if you could automate your investments, meaning, mariremove natin yung emotion. So, again, quick summary, may income ka, percentage set aside, punta sa investment mo. Once nandun na sa investment account mo, you continuously invest. Probably meron kang entry strategy, buy below price, support line, or peso cost average. And once you do that, you do this consistently on a monthly basis. So regardless of what's happening, okay, in the market, continuous yung pag-i-invest mo. And lastly, for you to avoid, to minimize itong emotions of fear and greed, kung pwede, minimize social media. Okay? Minimize social media. And ako medyo guilty ako kasi marami din akong fina-follow ng mga investors and influencers. And sobrang ingay. Like, sobrang ingay. Nakikita mo na they claim to be dividend investors pero traders pala. In fact, may mga nagsasabi na may mga strategy na ganito. Like, you buy dividend stocks, tapos kung kikita ng capital appreciation ng ganito, ibenta mo. Kung mag 100% capital appreciation, ibenta mo lahat. Okay? But, it defeats the purpose of dividend investing, diba? Like, ba't nagdi-dividend investing ka pa kapag ibibenta mo naman? So, trader pala. Okay? But anyway, again, kung pwede, one ways to avoid, minimize, okay, yung fear of greed and fear of feelings of fear and greed. So minimize social media, and then especially right now, sobrang inay ngayon ng social media. Make sure meron ka ng system that you totally believe in and you do it consistently and regularly. And yan, I can guarantee you, whatever the noise outside, yung fear and greed, mami-minimize mo yan. In fact, baka nga ma-avoid na siya totally. Alright? So, I hope this video helps. So, I saw a post in social media, tapos sabi niya, smart investments are boring, while yung mga dumb investments, okay, are exciting. Meaning, okay, meaning kung na-excite ka ngayon sa investments mo, like, yeah, kumita ako ng ganito, okay? So, there's a high chance na you might make a dumb mistake, okay? But, basically, yung point nito is that a lot of boring investors, okay, are actually the ones who got rich. So, in fact, I created a video with that. So, you might wanna check this out. Kung saan, I share dito why boring investors, okay, mga boring investment strategy, sila yung nagsasucceed in dividend investing. So, if you think na na-excite ka ngayon sa investments mo, and you might wanna check yourself and review, okay, am I doing something wrong? Okay, so you might wanna check out this next video and I'll see you there.